everybody. I'm going to try to do this video in response to Patty Potato Peeler's workstation video. This is kind of, I have limited room here because I got shelving behind me, but this is where kind of everything goes down. This is my toolbox, and there's going to be dog toys everywhere, but this is my old antique. When you hear me scoot, it's because I'm scooting this 50-pound stool around that I found in an antique store, but that's where I always sit. So when you see me in the lives, I'm sitting at this. My computer is inside of there, facing me, so you can see the Big J's Knives sign that's directly behind me right now. So in here, at the very top of everything, is kind of where I do my work, if it's something little. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on shaving an axe handle. So I will tag that video at the very end of this one at the bottom left. If you go to that video, you'll see my outdoor, my workshop area where if it's a larger blade, if it's a mower blade, axe, hatchet, larger knife, that's where I work on it out there. If it's something small, I'm just doing it right here, okay? Or if I need to take something from here and put it at a table, I'll take it from here and put it at a table and work on it. But we won't talk about the knives. What we'll do is we'll just talk about the things in the top and the bottom. If we look, I have lots of stuff down there that I use to work on knives as well. Again, there's dog toys everywhere. This is also where our dogs stay. So I get to share a room with the dogs. Ain't that great? So up here, we have just some basic stuff. We have some little Q-tips. We got some flits that I'm about out of. Always have a Sharpie, especially for sharpening. Here we just have some basic oil. Now this is stuff I can all reach really fast. Now over here I got more polishing compound. We have, I need to find a better way to grab this stuff. We always got Wicked Wax on hand. We have KPL, that's easy to get to. And then here we have some thread locker, and I haven't even opened this up because I have real Loctite down below that we'll get to later. So on that side, it's where I house most of my oils and everything. So we pan over to this side. Here we have a KPL rag. Always have a tape measure. You never know when you're going to need a tape measure. Magnifying glass because I'm old and getting blind. A bunch of these coasters, J.O. Ventures Outdoors, Sticker Mule coasters. We got some old Big J stickers. We won't talk about those. A flashlight is always good, especially when you're wanting to look at the edge or tang of a blade and you can't quite see it. Microfiber and cotton. I always like to keep a microfiber one up here, because if I'm in my live or something, I see something on a blade, I want to wipe it off before I show it real quick. Okay. Weehaw bits, great tools, definitely won't mar your stuff up. Then we got a Weehaw stubby driver with an extension on it. So in this stubby driver, gosh dang it, in the top there's also bits that are housed in here as well. And this is hard to do one-handed, but if we look, we have bits in there as well. But this bit selector right here, this is your your Torx bits. I think it goes from T5 to T30 maybe. I just don't know because I'm not going to open it right now because it's hard to open. So these are, well, I actually also always have you a decent Phillips on hand. Flat, I really don't care about. This is just an old Cobalt probably. Nothing special, but a good Phillips is always vital. That way you don't round stuff out and things like that. Let's put the extension back in this if we can. Then we always we have a ruler on the tabletop here, but we also have a ruler with standard and metric. And this is aluminum, and this is from it's not going to focus. It's from 1949 though, guys. There we go, 1949, from Danville, Illinois. We got a pen. Always like to have a pen on hand because I'm always writing stuff while I'm in here. Whether it's the angle of of an edge, or if it's a note that I need to write somebody. And over here I got my notepad, and I have a DLT cloth and World's Best Grandpa to house some stuff. So this is just a look. Let's put this back. This is a look at everything up top. Everything up top is devised for quickness, for if it's oil, where it's polishing compound, a rag, just a bit selection, something really fast. The drawers mostly house knives. But like I said, again, down there is where I keep most of the big stuff. So what we'll do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to set the camera up, and then I'll pull stuff out of there, and then we'll look at what I house down there. So you guys hang tight, and I'll be with you here in just a second. Alright guys, I realized that first scene was really shaky. This is going to be better. I am on a tripod now. Sorry, I don't know how to adjust camera settings and stuff like that, but this is my just a cheap Craftsman box. I needed something to house some smaller bits and things like that, so I just picked this up at Lowe's for like 10 bucks. But up here it's got compartments, I got a couple little crappy screwdrivers I would never recommend anyone using. Again, I got a full mechanic set out in the garage. I just keep this stuff inside here so I can get to it easy. Here we have a little brass mallet, so you don't mar up your metal. I got that at a flea market. The guy was, I don't know, he wanted to sell real bad, gave it to me for $1. Here's a diamond, one of them diamond round sharpeners that, you know, I picked that up at Farm and Fleet the other day, like $7. And here we got some thread locker, a magnetic dish. When you're taking your Torx bits out and stuff like that, or your Torx screws, you can throw them in here and it'll house them, and this will actually stick to the metal of the box and won't move. Just some screwdrivers, some more bits, Torx screwdriver in there somewhere. We have a driver here. Torx driver, some more Torx. I'm a big Torx fan. Little screwdriver, little flathead to, you know, we use that mostly to pry on stuff. There's just a driver, the handle on it. Little Phillips. So yeah, guys, again, this is just duplicate stuff I got from my mechanics cart out there. So this is what I keep in top. Down below, we have the driver set. I would never recommend using these. I just use these if I got to hold one side and use the WeHaul to actually turn the other side. Never use generic tools. We got the driver here for it. We got some Craftsman metric sockets and a Craftsman standard socket set. I got that years ago as a gift. I believe my father got that for me years ago. So glad to hang on to that. But I keep that inside here in case I need to grab anything real quick that's smaller, and I can work on it. And I also, you know, I gotta work on my furnace or anything, I can just use bits from that as well. So now we'll move to sharpening, what I use to sharpen. We'll look at the Precision Adjust with the upgrade kit. Again, I bought the Precision Adjust, and then they sold the upgrade kit later, so there's the pieces for that. I do have the little stand in there that goes underneath this piece to hold it more stable, and that's, I recommend, you can get them on Etsy, very cheap, but you know, it's got the $220 to $1,000, and then it has a strop. Then I got the original one that come with it that's beat to death. Sharpened a lot of knives using that old Precision Adjust. The good thing about the upgrade kit, it comes with this case. Makes it real nice. Now, I can't do little blades on that, like my little traditionals and stuff, so what I got is this DMT diamond set. These are nice. Now, if you're gonna buy that, I recommend getting a stone holder. Guys, this is worth 20 bucks. This has dual grits, dual-sided, dual grit, and this was made to kind of sit in this box or whatever and use it in that. I don't recommend that. I watched a video before I bought these, and the guy was very upfront, like, hey, if you're going to buy these, buy one of these. And then this is willy-nilly, so I put a rubber band on it. That way nothing moves. So yeah, that's what I use for my freehand sharpening. And I love to freehand sharpen. It's very very relaxing, I should say. Now we're still on sharpening. So here's my strops I use. We have, in this box, we got just a double-sided, just a kind of, this is junky. This, I need to buy, I'd actually like to have one made, and I'll probably reach out to someone to have someone make me one. But this is a dual-sided 3000 grit and 6000 grit on this one with Bark River compound. This has the white 12,000 grit. So this is homemade. I made this one. This is some white oak, but this is white compound. So I made that myself out of a piece of leather a very nice lady gave me for buying stuff from her at an estate sale. Again, I got the Bark River compound in this bag. It's in separate baggies inside there because you don't want your compounds getting mixed up. Learned that from the Apostle Pete. Tell him over there and watch him. He knows how to sharpen some knives. So are we still on sharpening? Maybe, maybe not. We'll move to cleaning. Before you clean or anything, or if you want to use some gloves, get some of these. They're always nice. Keep your hands clean. I'm really anal about having stuff on my hands. I don't know why, but I am. Microfiber cloths. You can pick these up at Harbor Freight. Always like to have a fresh bag on hand because I use these so much. I'll use 3 or 4 of these on a day of just cleaning up my blades. So it's always nice to be able to pull a fresh one out of the bag. Makes it easy. You can get these at Harbor Freight too. These are just different size cotton swabs. Just different size of these suckers. You get a ton of them, and I think I paid, I don't know, probably $4 for this giant bag of cotton swabs. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. I'm just throwing this stuff in the floor too. Now, we always get tape on our blades because we're always cutting boxes open. I'm sure you guys are. Some good old Walmart brand acetone, aka fingernail polish remover. That works like a charm. A big jug of mineral oil. Food safe. Great for your blades. Great for lubricating. So I suggest keeping a big old jug of that on hand as well. While we're on jugs of stuff, you guys know I'm a fan of the Obenaufs leather treater. I use this on my sheaths. On all my sheaths I use this. I use it on my wallet. I haven't used it on any of the stuff I've received from EDC Leatherworks, aka Georgia Adventure. I like the way his look coming to me, so I'm going to let them ride for right now. But this is just a leather conditioner. It protects, preserves, restores, yeah, waterproofs. Yeah, good stuff. Makes it smell good too. Rubber bands. You always need rubber bands on hand if you've got a sliding drawer system and you're a box junkie like me, because I like to keep my knives on top of my boxes, as you can see. So if you move your drawer back and forth, your knives will come off the box. Best way to solve it is keeping rubber bands on hand to rubber band that together. This is a magnifying tablet my mother got me. So look at that. Yeah. Hey, you can see Mr. Knife Delights in big red. I like that because you can just, it makes it easier for you to see stuff. Books. I got a couple of books on hand. We got the Goins Encyclopedia Cutlery markings, and inside this book I've got a bunch of information that I've printed and I keep on hand. Whether it's about Shatton Morgan's, Queen, whatever I can print to give me some more knowledge, I print it. Got the buck date code right there on top. That's very handy because I'm into bucks again. Or actually just got into them. You know, I've had bucks in the past, but you guys know I'm all over them. Then I got this one here. This is the Jim Sargent one. This one, I'm not going to lie, this was given to me by a good friend. And he pretty much said, hey, this is your book unless I need to borrow it. So he said, take it as is. And inside of here, his father-in-law owned this book, and his father-in-law was into knives, so he's got pages marked and some papers with the pages and whatnot. But guys, this is, I mean, it's a good book, but man, it is hard to know how to get through. Like if you're wanting to look for something, I don't know if I'm just ain't patient enough, but there is a video that a guy lent me, but I don't have anything to play videos on. I don't even have a DVD player anymore, guys. I don't have a computer that takes a DVD, so I took it back to him. It's like, man, I don't know, I can't, you know, I got nothing to play it, so that is what it is. And anytime you're working on knives and you want to see how sharp they are, I just recommend keeping a sharpening supplies book around to rip pages out of to test the sharpness of your blades. So guys, this is just this little area. That's what I keep in this little area. Again, the drawers have other stuff in them too. Mostly knives. I keep my handwritten letters in the drawers, but I don't want to show anybody those. Those are personal to me. But guys, this is it. We look over here. We look over here and we can go down and see the starting of a buck collection down there that I've got a table for. I got my microphone. Also have a microphone. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but for the lives, I got that microphone right there. It's the Blue Snowball Ice. And again, I got a fire hazard in here with all the stuff plugged into a extension cord, but it is what it is. I do everything for the people. So guys, that's it. It's an open tag. I mean, an open tag, not an open tag. Open tag started by Patty Potato Peelers. This is just one of my workstations. Again, you want to see my other one? I'm going to post the video in the bottom left. You can click on it in the ending scene of this video, and you'll see what I have outside with my axes and hatchets and other sharpening systems. I have about every sharpening system you can think of out there. You know, I've got the Ken Onion with the blade grinding attachment. I got the Tormek wheel thing, the generic one though, with all the attachments. I've got another clamped angled system out there. I've got stones. Oh man, I've just got so much stuff out there with axes and sharpening bigger blades and stuff like that. But my true passion is the smaller stuff, especially during the cold months. So guys, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Again, subscribe, hit me up. Again, the live chat every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Hop on there, make some comments. We love hearing from the audience. We love getting audience participation. And just to prove, I do want to show you guys, I've used this. And what I did is I took my knife, and when I would use a sheet, I would just slice it very finely with a sheep's foot and cut the pages out of there. It works perfectly. I wrote a note to North Star, and then I wrote a note to Sean Fleming today. And North Stars will go out tomorrow because I got to go to the post office and actually get its actual package I got to send. Sean's is going in an envelope. So with some stickers and some stuff, some swag. I love that thing. Again, hey, subscribe to my channel. Check out the other video here at the bottom left. Stay sharp. Stay